Welcome to my crazy world. I'm a failure. I'm a big old failure. That's what you get over here in this side of town. Hello, and welcome back to Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts. On this video, I am going to be refinishing the headlights on the twin-turbo 350z build project from Nissan. It's a Nissan vehicle. It's going to be fast because it has turbo, and it's going to get tuned with the turbo. It's going to be pretty cool. Let's stay tuned to see some cool stuff. Okay? I appreciate it. Thank you. You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts. Well, hello there. Thank you for staying tuned. I appreciate it very much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you like this video, please subscribe down here. Give me a like and a comment. It'll help grow this channel. And I'd like to grow. Dad joke just sent. How did it go? Did you like the dad joke? I'm not even a dad. I got some dad jokes though. Huh? Alright, I'm going to be refinishing the headlights of the 350z. I'll show you them in a second. Do a whole bunch of sanding and crap. I'll link up here a video I did. I did like more step-by-step on my daily, which is a Nissan Murano of refinishing headlights. It's basically all the same crap, same steps, same everything. It's just, this is just 350z headlights. That was Murano, but it's basically the same process and everything. So I'm probably just going to time-lapse doing all the sanding, doing all the steps, but, you know, I'll show you the before and the after. I'm going to try to get this done quickly because the good old sun is starting to go down, and I like to do it outside, if possible, so I'll get the whole garage dusted up. You didn't see that coming, did ya? I keep you on your toes around here in this channel. Tippy toes. Tippy toes. Alright, so I'm going to show you the before, then we're going to jump to the time-lapse. I'm going to be using a couple of machines, but if you want to see like a very detailed video of how to do it, or how I do it, check out the video here, and watch that one. It's pretty good. All my videos they're not even pretty good, they're fucking fantastic! Yeah! This is the driver's headlight. Give you a good kind of look here. If I turn this light will help, I don't know. I know there's kind of glare going here because the lights in the garage on the ceiling. The lights are from the ceiling. There they are. Blinded. Alright, but as you can see, I mean, I hope you can see on camera, they're not too bad, but they're slightly hazed over. There's a few spots on them that I think I got some, honestly, I think I got some brake clean on. You can see the spots. I'm hoping that sands off, because if it doesn't, I'm effed, and this whole video is effed. I mean, that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles. I like cookies! The hell is that? Alright, so this is the passenger guy. I know the glare is messing with it again, but you kind of see, kind of a little bit of a haze. They really aren't that bad, but I just want to make them look like basically new, and you know, it kind of makes the whole front of a car pop off. You know, hazy headlights on a car, I think, look like crap, and make the whole entire car look like it's aged and fading and just like it's seen better days. But when it has nice, crisp, you know, clear headlights, I think it makes the car look new. It's my own personal opinion, and do with it what you will. Alright, so I'm going to set up a time lapse, and we're going to do some sanding. Sanding, sanding, sanding. Got the two headlights sanded here, the other one's right there. As you can see, obviously it's much better than when I had it. It was, frosted over at 40 or 80 grit. There are some tiny, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but it ain't picking it up. I don't think it's picking it up. Anyway, on both of the headlights, basically what I did, I just stepped up in grit. A couple of times I did have to go backwards to catch a couple of things that the previous grit didn't get, but basically, I used the machine that I showed you. Started at 80 grit, and then I realized I would have been better off starting at 40, so the next one I started at 40. So basically, I went 40, 80, 120, then I went, I think it was 220, then 320, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. So that was, I basically just slowly stepped it up. I think it'll get them once I polish it. That's the next step I'm about to do. But I think it'll get them maybe about 95% or so. I'm not going over insanely overboard because I'm not trying to get 100, because I do have other headlights that I am going to get rebuilt, and like custom headlights and customized and all that. So I just want these just for the meantime to get the car on the road, to get the car going. But I am definitely planning on doing custom headlights. So I'm not going to go crazy right now. I just wanted them to be nicer, and also to, for this to be clearer, so that way, the headlights will be as bright as they can be. Because when it gets like hazed over, it does like start blocking a lot of the light that comes out of the headlights, so then you actually see less light on the road when you're driving. I think, after using the machine a couple times, I think on the headlights, I think I would probably hand sand. I think I would try that. I think it might be actually a little bit quicker if I hand sand, and I think it might turn out a little bit nicer at the end, possibly. But I think next time I might try hand sand like with a block sander. I might try doing that next time. Anyway, we're here now. Now we're going to polish. We're going to compound then polish. So I got my stuff set up here. I'm using Meguiar's 110 for the compound. I'm going to use Meguiar's microfiber cutting disc for the compound. Then I got Meguiar's 210 for polish. And I have griots, whatever you want to say, foam pads to do that. And I'm using the Grows Garage 3-inch random orbable, basically DA polisher. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'm going to do it in the garage here. It got dark out, as you saw from the time lapse of doing the other stuff. But I'm going to do it in the garage here just so that I have air here, because for the cutting disc, and even for the foam pad, but more so for the cutting disc, once it starts getting built up with the gunk and everything from the compound, you basically want to blow it out with air. There's other methods you could do, but that's probably the quickest, easiest way to do it, blow it out air. So that way I'm nice, I could run the air outside, but it'll just be easier to do it here. So that's what you're gonna see. So this is all compounded and polished with the machine that I showed you. I'm not really happy. It's kind of okay, but it's not great. So I ain't put the coating on this stuff yet. I got this stuff, Meguiar's headlight coating. It's a little spray bottle. It does clear it up a little bit. It does kind of, make it a little clearer, a little shinier. But I still see way too many swirl marks. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but it's a little bit too foggy. I basically, this area is polished, this area isn't polished yet, but I'm not entirely happy with it. So what I'm going to try to do is hand sand this headlight. The other headlight I think is going to be pretty much the same. So I'm going to hand sand. Got sanding block here. Got a whole bunch of sandpaper laid out. There's a whole bunch of different grits in here in this package. This is all wet sand, so once I get to a higher grit, I'm going to start doing wet sand. I got a spray bottle of water that we use. I'm not happy with myself, damn it. I'm a failure. I'm a big old failure. Things always go great. I think probably part of the big problem is, you saw in the time lapse of me using the machine to do all the sanding, is that it got pretty dark and I couldn't see that great. I mean, that was probably stupid on my part. That's probably what got us to this point, or a very big contributing factor. But you know what? I'm at the point of, I'm going to redo it. Let me try something a little bit different and see how something else works out. Sometimes it's just good to try something, do something a little bit different way to see if something works better or worse. Sometimes just doing stuff is the best way to learn. So I kind of want to do it by hand and see how that goes. So I'm just going to do it on one headlight, see how that goes before I decide to do the other headlight. If it goes well, I'll hand sand the other headlight. If it doesn't go well, I'll start over the machine with the machine and make sure I have plenty of daylight left. I'm not going to push it to the ragged edge like I did last time. So time lapse, and we'll see what happens here. Fingers crossed we get some good results. I know I had there a whole bunch of different iterations and situations with these headlights. I stopped the time lapse. The hand sanding was taking absolutely forever, and that was just like I got through into like the third grit on the first headlight. I'm not trying to deal with that crap forever. It was taking way too long, so I decided to go back and to do the machine. So I used the DA electric sander that I have, and I realized that I got them really, really good, not perfect. I realized lighting is key. You got to be able to see really, really well. And also, what probably helped me, but I just didn't have, I probably would have got it like 100%. They're probably like in the low 90s or something, you know. Probably would have got better if I had wet sandpaper for the machine, at least for the high grits. Because when you wet sand, you can see a lot better as you're sanding and as you're doing it. You can see exactly what you're dealing with. So if I had wet sandpaper and wet sanded, you know, once I got to the higher grits, I probably could have got to 100, but I didn't have it. And I'm redoing the headlights anyway. Well, I actually have other headlights that I'm going to get custom, you know, built. So I already went too crazy to begin with, so I want to go even crazier. So I just got it done. They look pretty damn good. You're not going to notice unless you really, really start looking for any issues. But they look good. They look pretty damn good. And here they are. Or at least here's the driver's one. I don't have it fully mounted in, but I just wanted you to get an idea of what it looks like in the car. So that's driver's side, and here is passenger side. So you can see they look pretty damn good. They look pretty clean. There is some imperfections a little bit. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but like inside the housing, there's a like little fade going on. Like you would have to take the whole housing off type of situation. So I'm not dealing with that, especially these headlights. Again, I'm getting other headlights custom built. So that also, no matter what I did outside of like taking the cover off and like repainting the inside, there was nothing I could do about that. So yeah, so I think they look pretty good though. I would give it a 92. I'll give it a 92. Maybe 92. I'm not gonna go further than 92. But I'm happy with them. They will get me by for a while. Welcome to my crazy world, where I go way overboard than what I really even need to get something done. But you live, you learn. I definitely did learn. I haven't redone headlights a ton of times. I've done it a couple of times, so I'm trying to learn and try a few different things to see what works, what doesn't, what's worth it, what's not, etc., etc. It's good to find out new stuff. That way you get better. That's at least what I was told when I was a child, and I didn't listen, so I haven't gotten much better. As you've already evidenced, this not getting any better. So got the headlights done. I'm getting very close to starting the car up. I got pretty much everything I need. I just have to button some stuff up, so that's going to be coming up shortly, all the buttoning up stuff. Also, I still have to install the actual horns themselves. I got all the wiring done, the relays, all that. So, but the actual mount the horns and the compressors, so I got to do that still. and then just a few other button-up things. And should be ready to rock and roll and crank her over! So stay tuned for upcoming videos to see that. So the good old girls should be singing a song soon. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, please. Please! Subscribe. Give me a like, comment, all that good crap. Check me out on my socials, etc., 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 etc. Stay tuned for more madness. That's what you get over here in this side of town. And don't forget, in the meantime, drive fast, take chances.